are due to hold a news conference any minute now. We're going to bring the details of that news conference to you as soon as it happens. But in the meantime, let's bring in California Congresswoman Barbara Lee, who represents Oakland. Congresswoman, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Glad to be with you.
Absolutely. What is your reaction to the decision made by the jury yesterday?
Well, first, let me say that, like everyone, I am really frustrated, saddened, and outraged. If you looked at the video and you know what took place, this to me is a glaring example of the need to reform our criminal justice system, and that is something we've been working on for years and years and years. It is important that we understand that criminal justice reform has to happen, and it has to happen quickly to avoid circumstances such as this. I have been in touch with the Department of Justice for many months now, and I'm confident that they're going to move forward with their independent and thorough review. I hope that it's expeditious. We've been talking, and I'm confident that they're going to do that. But I think, again, as I've been saying, young people, people of conscience, have a right to exercise their First Amendment rights, to protest peacefully, to talk about the criminal justice system and how this is a real example of why it needs reforming. But let me also say that no verdict can bring back the life grant. And so we have to remember that their family is in mourning, continues to try to heal. They have been phenomenal in how they have addressed this, but that's the loss of a life that we can't sidetrack. And must remember that whatever the verdict was, the Oscar Grant family is still in mourning, and we have to really be sensitive to that.
Absolutely. And Congresswoman, you say reforming the justice system might have helped in this situation. I've got to ask you, how so? The jury looked at the evidence. They came to their conclusion in this. How would the reforming of the system helped in this situation?
Well, the system needs reforming in many ways. I mean, when you look, first of all, at the composition of the jury, the change in venue, there are many, many issues that I'm sure the family and the attorneys can talk about, also the Department of Justice. But I think when you look at, and this is the point, when you look at what took place, it was on videotape. The world saw this, right? And when you look at what has transpired since then, and when you look at the verdict, something is seriously wrong with the criminal justice system, and that is what we must address coming out of that. I'm confident, though, that the Department of Justice, in their review, will look at this, and then we'll really be able to really understand how the verdict came to be, and how what we need to do as members of Congress and legislators to really take a handle on this criminal justice system and reform it. But right now, we have to allow for people to protest peacefully, to exercise their First Amendment rights, to talk about the criminal justice system, their frustration about the verdict, and to really be able to organize and to move forward to really take on some of the big issues that we have to take on.
All right, Congresswoman, thank you for your time and reacting to this still developing story. Thank you.
Thank you.